The chairman of the Republican Party of Texas says that drawing new, more GOP-friendly lines for the Texas legislature should be on the agenda in 2027. Today is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Welcome into Tuesday. Thanks for spending part of your day with the Texas Minute. This show, of course, is produced by Texas Scorecard, and it's made possible by generous donations from folks just like you. You can learn more about donating to the work of Texas Scorecard by visiting texasscorecard.com. Let's get into today's news. Republican Party of Texas Chairman Abraham George says that Republican lawmakers should consider another round of redistricting, this time focused on the Texas House and the Texas Senate. George said the issue is actively being discussed with lawmakers. He pointed to the congressional redistricting fight of 2025 as one of the most unifying moments for Texas Republicans in recent years.
I've had some conversations with Todd Hunter, who led the charge on redistricting the congressional maps, and there's a couple of lawsuits that they're waiting to see how that's going to play out, and it's definitely on the table. We should do that. We should definitely do that.
Congressional maps were redrawn in 2025 to do away with racial coalition districts, which the U.S. Supreme Court has said are problematic. The legislature redrew those lines in a way to maximize GOP performance, which the courts have ruled is constitutionally permissible. With that in mind, George and others want lawmakers to address the same problems in the Texas House and Senate maps. A Houston surgeon has been indicted in federal court on charges alleging that he falsified medical records in a way that made patients ineligible for organ transplants. A federal grand jury returned a 5-count indictment against Dr. John Stevenson Binion, charging him with making false statements in healthcare matters. Binion served as the head of the abdominal transplant program at Memorial Hermann Health System. Prosecutors allege that Binion's conduct kept some patients off the transplant waiting list for months at a time. It's still not known how long the conduct occurred or how many patients were affected. Binion has pleaded not guilty to the charges. In McLennan County, just north of Waco, land designated for a large-scale data center facility is set to be annexed by the city of Lacy, Lakeview. Local officials there have already signed a memorandum of understanding with the project developer to set the framework for the resource-intensive data center, but residents are concerned about bringing the operation into their small town. A community petition reportedly has almost 3,000 signatures opposing the project, while a Facebook group against it has nearly 2,500 members. Now, it's worth noting here that Lacy Lakeview Mayor Charles Johnson traveled to Hawaii in January to sign that memorandum with the Wyoming-based data center company. Of course, who wants to go to Wyoming in January? But you do have to admit, being the mayor of Lacy Lakeview must be a sweet gig. The Texas Minute's not going to Hawaii or Wyoming. We'll be back, though, right after this.
America is at a crossroads. Now, more than ever, Texas must step up and lead the country. We don't have time to mess around. The only way to save America is with a strong Texas. You and I know this, but so do the enemies of life and liberty. Therefore, you and I have no choice but to stand up and fight. I'm Sarah Gonzalez, and to the enemies of liberty, I say, come and take it.
As part of an initiative to crack down on the illegal distribution of products containing the psychoactive substance called Kratom, Attorney General Ken Paxson sued a group of North Texas businesses for deceptively marketing items containing alkaloid levels greater than that allowed by state law. Kratom, which has not been approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for any medical use, is derived from the leaves of a tropical plant from Southeast Asia. It contains chemicals that have been associated with life life-threatening symptoms and death when consumed. According to Paxton's office, kratom use can also result in opiate-like addiction. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was produced by Nick Shepard and based on the original reporting of Brandon Waltons, Michael Wilson, Paige Field, and Addie Hovland. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now, go make it a great day.